filter, it will suck that plastic up against it and seal it off.
All right, sir. Just lean over it. Just lean over it. Hold it in there.
Energy. All right, sir. Can I get... All right, what unit you with, sir? 14. All right.
Let it go. Alright, sir, you still breathing okay? Alright, come on, follow me to the next station.
Can you run these three? These two in the boot removal? Or is that going to be too much?
You're getting a little close. You can step forward a
It
little
will
bit.
take quite a while.
So you can... Alright, sir. You still breathing alright?
Yes.
Just hose in your car.
Because he was just wanting to see that you did.
I'm electric mask and manifold.
ACCA, you are going through a process unless absolutely necessary. That includes yourself, your equipment. If you lose your balance, use anything near you to regain your balance, whether it's a... after that, we'll decon you as necessary. If you have... That's why you're fogging up. You don't have a pigtail. Airman G is going to take you through here.
Good, second.
All right, 3 deep breaths. Hold and remove. All right. Yeah, just pull it up. All right.
Today was ACCA training, which is the aircrew decon line. We process them through there, pretty much removing a small amount of gear each station, using a bleach solution, 295 kits, that kind of things, to decon them and alleviate the presence of any contaminants. We do this once a month for aircrew training. If we have the resources and the manning, we will set it up outside and do the full setup as opposed to kind of being condensed here in the building. Normally we would have several hundred yards that we would be spread out along to get the red station where they show up and possibly have contaminants on them, to get that as far away from the blue station where we remove their mask, their last line of defense. So we would want, you know, several hundred yards between those two. However, here in the building, while training, it's all pretty condensed and you don't have that luxury. This is gonna take care of anything that we would look for on the regular ground crew decon line that CE runs. So blister and nerve agents, that kind of thing, is what we're gonna hopefully take off of them before they get to the end. Well, this is one of our key duties during a deployment, is to have an ACCA line on ready, ready to decon if the air crews go into any areas that they may have gotten contaminated and they're coming back to and needing deconned. Of course, we do our normal job downrange, but this is kind of one of the most important steps that we know how to do this, because, you know, the threat is always there of them using chemical weapons. Right. My role today was the ACCA line manager. What that entails is basically what the name says. It's a manager for the entire line. We have folks running each station. However, things come up. Every crew member is not the same. Every situation is not the same. I've had about 15 years of experience with the decon line. So I've seen quite a few different situations arise or that instructors have thrown at us. So I'm pretty well versed at handling those. And my job is to make sure these guys learn that stuff and know how to handle it if it comes up. It actually went really well. I didn't see, we kind of used the term we didn't kill anybody, which means we didn't take their mask off when they still had contaminants on them or anything like that. Every line will have small issues that you need to kind of tighten up. Any inspector can come in and find something wrong with a decon line as far as procedures, and maybe one person did one thing wrong once. But as far as being a serious issue, I didn't see anything. So the crew members listened like they were supposed to through this line, and our AFE technicians did a really good job. It starts early. We're actually going to have a couple of people we just got in a couple of weeks ago come over here and observe. And that's of course your first step. You watch how it works and ask questions and find out as much as you can about it. But after that, they'll get hands-on. What we'll usually do during a normal training day is the instructor will come out, he'll walk the line with the crew member that's being processed. If he sees anything out of the ordinary or seeing an attendant that's not doing a step right, he'll step in, and it's our way of training along with the air crew. If we do go down range, which we do every day, there's always that possibility. And knowing that possibility is there lets us prepare in advance to handle that situation. And having our youngest guys and oldest guys knowing how to decon somebody, it could be a lifesaver in a real world situation.